everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be working our budget with my March 15th paycheck. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency fund. So if that is something that you're interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. All right, so I got paid. My check was pretty good, but then there was a bit of a financial wrench that got thrown into things. So it's I feel like it's a little messy this time, and it'll make more sense once I show you. But let's just jump right in because there's not much news. I am so sorry I missed last week. Things have been really busy and hectic, and I'm just working more than ever. I'm really trying to stick to my once a week, but if there's an occasional one I miss, I apologize. That did happen last weekend, but we're just gonna keep moving forward. So for the 15th, my paycheck was $3,415. This is where the weirdness happens. I did try to take out $1,200 for taxes, and then I had to take Riley back to the specialist. She goes to the specialist, and she ended up costing me almost $600. So it kind of messed things up. So I ended up pulling some money from here because I got my paycheck a couple days early. So I pulled some money from here, and then I took some of my savings money I had in my savings account, and then I have to pay myself back $20. So it was like this mess to just come up with the money to pay for Riley. After everything was said and done, taxes are only showing about $1,028 because it's showing that I ended up transferring $2,338. So we started with 3,415, and then I ended up transferring to $2,338.28. So that's really only $1,076.72 that was left for taxes. It was just pulling like that extra 100 and something from my business account, the 100 and something from my savings account. I also pulled from my rollover because I did have 200 in rollover, so now I have 91.51 left. I'm sorry, I think I said it was close to 600, but it was more, her appointment was like 350. Then I had to get her medicine, which cost $60. So whatever, that over 400. So I was kind of just pulling, and that's why my numbers feel weird to me. But I just looked at my checking account, and most of that stuff is done. So it is showing this for taxes, and then what I have in the bank right now is $2,429.87, and that was what I pulled plus the rollover. I minus that instead of plussing, so let me try that again. $2,338.28 I ended up transferring to my personal account, and at that time I had $91.59 in rollover, so that should give me the $2,429.87. Even though I attempted to pull $1,200 for taxes, it went a little sideways, but we are left here. And I was just trying so hard to avoid using my credit card to pay for her appointment. So I figured I'd rather, take for myself than put anything else on credit. But unfortunately, it just made a bit of a mess. Also, because of that, we are going to still work on a big Snowball payment for my big credit card that we're really just attacking right now. But that's why, if you see here, I did have it at 300, and I ended up just deciding just to do 200 just to give myself money back, I guess. Now we know where we stand. Things were taken care of, and hopefully Riley can just chill at this point and be okay. So there's no more specialist visits and no more medicine changes. That is what I'm hoping. Now we are ready to bring this down to a zero budget. I realized last month I kept forgetting my new student loan payment, which is only $23. So I made sure to add that to pay myself back because I took $20 out of my bill sinking fund. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this down to a zero budget. So first we have my car payment, which is $475. That one never changes. So now that will leave me with $1,954.87. My internet's about $45. So that will leave me with $1,909.87. Now we got the credit card. One is $88. So that'll bring me down to $1,821.87. We have one that's $77. So that'll be $1,744 87, one that's 38. Wait, I added 38. So let's 1744.87 minus 38. So that I'm realizing with this I love how big this budget book is, but my old budget book was so small, it was easy to have the calculator here, but I'm realizing with the binding, it's becoming easier for me to see if I switch where my calculator is. It feels weird for me, but so 174487 minus 38 will bring me down to $1,706 and that 87 cents. I have credit card 5 is 88. So now we're at 1618.87. Then we have the big ones, minus 109. So 1509.87. Then we have 147. So 1362.87. Now this was nice news. So credit card 8 is my one with the biggest balance that I'm trying to get down to a 30% utilization rate. And it's basically hovered for a while now at $260 payments. So right here, it'd be like $260. And then last month was the first month I made that huge payment. So I ended up paying $568 and it really made a difference. And now my monthly payment has also went down. So it dropped about 20 bucks, which was nice. So now the minimum is down to $239.15, which made me very happy. That will bring me to 112372. And yeah, just because of like all the money mess, I decided not to do so much this month. So I'm going to do another 200 snowball payment though. That's a big chunk, I thought. So once I do that, it'll leave me with 923.72. And then my total credit card payment for this credit card. So we have the minimum plus the 200. So the total payment I'm going to make this time is actually $439.15. So that is nice. Another big credit card payment. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this drops even more. I have to say, it felt so good to actually log online last month and make that big 500 and something payment. It just felt so like, this is exactly what I need to be doing right now. And I need to be doing better. And I think it's going to feel that. I'm looking forward to that feeling again. But we got a few more things to consider though. So now we're down to 923.72. We do have some easy pays of 107.53. That will bring me down to $816.19. I'm earmarking $70 for gas. My gas is at like a quarter of a tank right now, so I'm going to try to fill it. Gas is going to bring me down to $746.19. So Riley's medicine is $40, and that's going to bring me down to $706.19. This is going to come out in cash, but I'll just include it here. So that's going to be 20, which is $686.19, and then my student loan is 23. So that gives me $663.19 left over. And now we're going to see what we can do with this. So I'm going to go ahead and write out the wallet information. All right, so just a few things I'm hitting, and then I want to think of my bank rollover. I do want to keep 200 in my bank account, so I'm going to take that out. 663 minus 200, going to give me a cash of 463.19. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do 200 for food because it just seems like that's about 100 a week, which really isn't much. And then sometimes like if some things come up for the home, so we'll just, I just wrote. Sorry, this is getting messy. I just got done work today and my brain's kind of fried, but I did not want to miss another week of filming. So kind of late at night, but I'm trying to focus. And plus I really want to pay these bills and just get this money out of my account. So I apologize for the messiness. Yeah, so I take out 200 for food. I like that idea. It leaves me with 263.19. Just because I'm trying so hard not to use my bank account, I'm going to be a little bit more generous and give myself a 40. And this is like wallet cash, which I keep going back and forth with if this is a bad idea or a good idea, because I understand that part of a budget is to really account for everything. I just feel like sometimes I can't account for everything. And so this is my way of accounting for the things I'm not accounting for, if that makes sense. And I go back and forth with that, and I'm fully aware of that. But this is still leaving me with $223.19. So I think we have our winter fund that we didn't add. And our emergency, I think we will have a little bit to put in these. I wasn't sure. These 4 would be the only sinking fund. So my mom, I'm going to do 70. My bills, bills is winter fund. I'm going to put it twice, but let me take this out. Last time I just divided this in half, but I think because the number's so weird. Well, let's see, what would that divide into? All right, so let's take out the change. I just forget to just add the change to that. So I'm going to minus out the change. So it really would be 153. That is an odd number though. So it's going to create change, which I'm not going to put in a sinking fund. I could just put 76 in one and 77 in the other, because that should be 153, which is fine. So my winter fund, I'll put 76. Then I have plus the 20 I owe myself. And the emergency fund, I'll put 77. Food, miscellaneous, family. My winter fund is cashed, but my emergency goes to my savings account, so no cash. So let me just make sure. Plus I have to do a plus 20. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out really quick, and I'll be right back. So this should work out pretty well, I think. Now I'm like, maybe I should have not did that, but withdrawal is going to be $96. So just, that's a reminder of myself. So food, we have 200. Let's do, I could do 450s. Sometimes it feels weird to have hundreds when I go food store. Maybe I'll just do 450s because, why not? Miscellaneous is a 40, so I'll do 220s. My mom is a 70, so I'll do a 50 and a 60, 70. So winter is 96, so I have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's that bonus 20. 95, 96. So we accounted for food, we accounted for miscellaneous, we accounted for my mom. We're not taking that. We accounted for winter, and that these two stay in the bank. Cash is food plus miss plus family plus winter. So we have 200 plus 40 plus 70 plus 96. So the total cash withdrawal that I'm making should be $406. Now, let me just double check and make sure that's right. We have plus 77 that stays in the bank. And then we have plus what's staying in my bank rollover, which is $683.19. And we know that it's $20 more because of this. So if I take out that 20, because that was not included, I have the $663.19. Feel like I just did the weirdest roundabout way to figure that out, but hopefully I won't owe myself anymore my sinking fund. But this is right. So this, my cash denominations should add up to 406, and we have 11, 5 20s, and 6 50s, and actually no hundreds. 100, 200. So we have 300, that's 100, plus 5, plus 1 is 406. All right, woo! I hope this wasn't super confusing. Sometimes when I film these, they feel confusing as I'm filming, and even sometimes when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, that didn't sound as confusing as it did when I was filming, but this one did. We are good to go. This is what we have, and we are, as always, just gonna keep moving forward. All right, you guys, I guess that's it. I think I'm done rambling. Again, I'm really sorry I missed last week. But as always, I thank you so much for watching. I know things for me have changed so much and it's really affected my channel, but the changes are positive. So if you've stuck with me, your support, it means so much to me. So thank you. And I hope if you guys are starting this journey or kind of, in your second or third year of it, I hope you guys are doing well. And we'll see you in my next video and we will cash stuff this cash. Bye.